Is the Spokane housing market heading for a freeze along with our unseasonably cold weather? With the inventory of available houses at an all-time low, buyers are definitely feeling the pressure in this strong seller's market. Stay tuned for this month's market update so you can find out how our current low housing inventory environment might be affecting you. Hi, I'm Heather with Haven Real Estate Group here in Spokane, Washington. And the main story that the data is telling us this month is that inventory of available houses is at an all-time low at 0.4 months of inventory. That's less than half a month of inventory. Now, if you're not sure what the term inventory means, don't stress, I'll give you a quick explanation, but for a deeper dive into what inventory means, I'm linking to a little video I did here above and also in the description below. And you can take a look at those. You can take a break and look at those now or come back to them at the end of the video. But for our purposes today, basically, we have a supply and demand issue. There's not a lot of houses for how many people want to buy them. That's what seller's market means. That's what half a month of inventory means. We're low. According to the Spokane Association of Realtors, with right around 450 active homes on the market, our inventory is down about 55% from the same time last year. That is low. Now, for my friends out there who like the stats as much as I do, at the end of this video, I'll include a graphic that kind of gives you all of the numbers that you might be interested in from October, in case you haven't seen them on my social media feeds already. One thing I'm starting to do this month and will probably continue to do is I'm including a chart that you can see up here that kind of breaks down the stats more by price point, because I feel like it's not necessarily helpful for you to hear seller's market, buyer's market, overall, how many houses, all those things. What you really care about is what's happening in the economic environment where you're doing your investing. So you can see from this chart that in the super competitive starter home price point between like $150,000 and $350,000, homes are selling super fast. We have even tighter inventory in some of those categories than we do, once you get over $500,000. And anecdotally, my experience shopping with buyers and working with sellers at these price points is that homes tend to sell within a few days of going on the market. Another thing I've done differently this month is I've separated out the homes below $700,000 from the homes above $700,000 because they really are just different economic markets, and it doesn't make sense to kind of talk about them all at the same time. So moving up into our luxury home market where we start to get over $700,000, you can see I've got this different chart for you guys, and I've broken those down a little bit differently than I do with the ones under 700. Basically, what I want you guys to see is that under $1 million and over $1 million are two very different markets. If you find yourself under $1 million, and beyond that, under 1 acre, a city lot, and over 1 acre, getting into more rural lots, are also very different markets. So I've divided those as well. So if you find yourself under 100 million, thankfully not. If you find yourself under $1 million, you're still in a strong seller's market. You can expect your home, if it's priced and marketed appropriately, to sell fairly quickly and right at or above asking price. However, if you are over $1 million and you're trying to sell a home in Spokane, you are in a buyer's market, my friend, and it is going to be a very different game compared to everything else that's happening in our market. So if you're not sure what a buyer's or seller's market is and what those terms mean, I've linked a video above and in the description below that you can check out for additional education and reference. Now, the thing I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to getting ready to sell your home, there's a couple pieces of advice I want to give you. The first one is definitely make sure you are interviewing your listing agents. And don't just interview one. Definitely interview your friend's cousin's sister's uncle who you know, who would be your go-to as the referral agent. But also definitely reach out, do a little bit of research, see who's got great reviews, reach out to those people and schedule listing appointments with them as well so that you have something to compare your decision on. This is a huge asset and it is an incredible privilege to be a listing agent for someone's investment. And it's something I would encourage you to just take seriously in this way. Another thing I want to encourage you to do during these interviews is to ask these prospective listing agents what their marketing strategy is. What you're looking for, because you're not going to necessarily be an expert at marketing and all of those things, what you're looking for is the substance and the thought process and the strategy behind how, why, when, where they're going to be marketing your home. I'm sure different agents have different strategies because there's lots of ways to market a home that work. But what you want to be listening for is a little bit more than, well, I'm going to take some really great pictures and I'm going to put it on my Facebook page and it's going to sell real quick. We all know it's going to sell real quick. Probably if you're under $700,000, it's going to sell in a few days. But what kind of value is this agent bringing that's beyond, honestly, what you could do yourself? You want to be listening for that, because the agents that have that level of expertise, that level of thoughtfulness, are going to bring that expertise and thoughtfulness to every aspect of the transaction. When it comes to negotiating contracts, when it comes to negotiating closing, when it comes to negotiating repairs, you want that level of experience and expertise working for you, not on the other side with someone who just did the bare minimum. Now, the reason I've gone to all this trouble to get these numbers in front of you is, one, because I think it's fun. I love these numbers and I love talking about the real estate market. But two, because I passionately believe it is so in your interest to educate yourself about the market where you're going to be investing in. Make no mistake, your home is an investment. Whether you're buying it, selling it, moving, coming, going, whatever you're doing, this is a huge asset. And it behooves you to know what kind of environment you're going to be shopping in. As always, my friends, decision about whether now is the right time to buy or sell has less to do with market factors and more to do with your own goals, needs, and priorities. For help understanding how these market conditions affect your particular situation, don't hesitate to contact me using the information below.